Ever wanted to pull up a conversation with a new person at school and you find it hard? I've been there too. But here's the thing. I discovered 5 steps that can get you talking to anyone and make long-term friendship. First, always keep 2 things in mind: proximity and eye contact. Start conversations with people who are within 1 or 2 meters of you. This distance is close enough for them to hear you without shouting and feels natural. You can start conversation with people sitting next to you in class, in the cafeteria, or while waiting in line for something. Only approach people who make brief eye contact with you. Eye contact acknowledges your presence and shows they might be open to talking. If someone is deeply focused on their work, like in the library, it's best to leave them be. But if they're in the cafeteria, looking around or on their phone, they're more likely to be interested in a conversation. When someone nearby makes eye contact, proceed to step number 2. Ask them about their school experience. This approach is effective because schools typically have students with various interests and backgrounds. If your school is more uniform in its demographics, you can inquire about their favorite subjects or extracurricular activities instead. This friendly question is usually well received and paves the way for step 3. Step number 3. Share what you know or ask about their background. This step can be tricky, so here are a few examples. Let's say a classmate tells you they're new to the school. You could respond with, "Oh, cool, how are you finding it so far? Have you joined any clubs or sports teams?" This approach shows interest and invites them to share more. If a classmate mentions they are in a specific program or major, you might say, "I heard that program is really challenging but rewarding. How are you finding it?" Even if it seems bold, framing it as curiosity usually gets a positive reaction. People generally appreciate genuine interest in their experiences and background. While some people might not appreciate riskier topics, those who do will feel more comfortable around you. They'll see you as someone who isn't afraid to speak their mind. If you prefer to play it safe, that's fine too. Once you've commented on their background and asked questions, you can take the conversation in many directions. Ask what they think about the school, their favorite classes, or recent events. This step can last a few minutes or much longer, depending on how the conversation flows. If you find the person interesting and want to hang out more, proceed to step 4. If not, wish them well and say goodbye. Step 4. Invite them to do something casual at school. If your school has a common area or a spot where students hang out, suggest meeting there during a break or after class. You could also ask them to join you for lunch in the cafeteria, or to study together in the library. It's straightforward and shows you're interested in getting to know them better. Finally, the next time you meet, casually drop their name into the conversation. This simple gesture shows you remembered it, leaving a positive impression. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just using it naturally once is all it takes for them to notice. It's a small detail that can make a big difference in building a connection.